Hello. So in this video I will show you how we can renew any existing SSL certificate of any Tomcat server, for example api.stamcellmaker.com. So for this we'll have to log in using a couple of tools to make sure the things are working, like I have used putty configuration, then FileZilla tools. So first of all we'll have to log in using the putty configuration tool. So this is the server IP address and I'm opening it. So I'll have to log in as root and I'm just pasting the password here. Okay, so I have successfully logged in to the server. Now I am writing the commands to generate the keystore first. So currently we are in the root directory, and let us check using FileZilla tools that what are the components that has been placed in root directory. So those are the contents that currently root directory contains. So if we write the first command to generate the SSL certificate, what will happen is we are requesting to generate a .keystore file in the root directory. So let's run it. So first, then we'll have to provide a password that we will be using later. So I'm just pasting the password here. And to generate the keystore file we'll have to provide some useful informations. For example, this first information is very important because it should contain the domain name of the server that we are trying to configure the SSL. So in our case the server name is api.stamcellmaker.com. So we'll just paste this name very carefully here so that it wouldn't create any issues later. So this is the organization name. So for example I'm writing NCT Okay, so after filling all the information, it is showing that the CN is the name that we are trying to install the certificate. So this is the domain name and all other things are okay. So I'm just writing here yes, pressing enter. So again we'll have to paste the password that we have selected for the certificate. Again re-enter it. Okay, so the keystore is generated successfully, and let us check if the keystore is stored at the root directory or not. So here is the keystore file. So then we'll have to import the keystore by typing this command, and we'll have to copy it from the terminal. Okay, so again it's requesting the password, so we'll have to insert it. Okay, so the keystore has been imported successfully. After that we'll generate the CSR certificate. So I'm just copying this command and pressing enter, and the password will have to paste it there. Okay, so the CSR should be generated now. Let us refresh the page. Keystore old, yeah, so the request CSR is here. So to be sure, we can just check that what is in the CSR certificate and our domain name is placed properly or not. So to check this we'll just paste the following command, and we can see here the CSR certificate details, and what we'll check is the CN and we can see that it's correctly generated api.stemcellmaker.com. So the certificate is also generated now, the request certificate. So after that we will place the request for the main certificate of the SSL file. So to do this, we'll have to just copy this command and paste it here. So what it did, it just sent a request to let's encrypt organization using certbot-auto that we want a certificate, so can you please provide me. So the response was, we'll have to verify that it is our server and we are making a legal request to let's encrypt to make a new certificate. So they have provided us couple of ways using which we can install the certificate. So I'm just selecting the 4 that place files in webroot directory. So webroot directory means in the directory where we are currently working, that means this one. So our root directory will be this directory, that means root. So if we press enter, it will validate automatically by placing some files there. And what we can see that, congratulations, your certificate and chain has been saved as root 0001 chain.pem. So if we refresh this directory now, we'll find that these PEM files are generated and stored in our webroot directory. So now what we'll have to do is to just type some commands to add the PEM files to Keystore that we have generated previously. So this command will help us to do the job. So I'm just copying this command and pasting it there. So let us check if everything okay. Yes. So I'm just pressing enter. After that we'll have to again provide the Keystore password. I'm just copying it from here and pasting it. Okay, the certificate was installed in Keystore. So that means we are ready to go. Our Keystore files has been successfully generated and validated, and it contains the new SSL certificate credentials. So to install the updated certificate credentials into our api.stemcellmaker.com server, we'll have to place these 2 files to a directory from where the Tomcat is reading the SSL certificates. So to do this, we'll have to place these 2 files to a folder called USR. So I am deleting the previous Keystore files from here and just placing the new Keystore files. First in my local, then I will upload it from there. So I'm just making a copy of these 2 updated Keystore files in my local, and after that I will move to the USR folder. So here is the working Keystore files that Tomcat is currently reading from. So we'll have to replace these 2 Keystore files with the updated ones that I have in my local. So here I would like to show you one thing, that if I delete these 2 files, what happens to the server. So I have deleted these two files, and now if I reboot the server, let us check if everything works or not. We can see that this site will not work anymore because we have just deleted some of the required files to make this server work. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to place the updated Keystore files to the user directory from where the Tomcat is currently reading the SSL credentials. So I'm just uploading it from my local to the USR directory. So after this step, what we'll have to do is we'll have to go to the Tomcat installation directory, which is currently in OPT, then Tomcat. So this is the installation directory for this server. So from there we'll have to go to the conf folder. Then from there we'll have to edit the server.xml file. So here we'll have to edit the Keystore pass that we have inserted from there. So the pass will be this one that we have used to generate the Keystore files, to request the CSR, or to generate the PM certificates. So the password we have been using, we will just store it here and save the file. In my case, I didn't change any new password, so I am not editing this file. But if you use any different password, you can just change the password from here and save it. So after placing the Keystore files into the user directory and changing the password from the server.xml file, what we will have to do is we will have to just restart the Tomcat server and restart the main server. So after that it should be working, because if we check it, currently the site is not loading because of the configurations that we have made. So let us log into the server using putty configurations. So the password will be this one. So let us go to the Tomcat installation directory. cd opt cd tomcat cd bin. Okay, so from there we'll have to now shut down the Tomcat shutdown.sh. So the Tomcat is now shut down, and we'll have to now restart it startup.sh. So the Tomcat is started now. Let us check if this one works. Yeah, so the Tomcat is now restarted successfully. And if you want to make sure everything works fine, we'll have to just reboot the server, and I'm just rebooting it. Okay, so the server will be rebooted, and the Tomcat should be working fine. And we'll have to wait for a couple of seconds to make it work. Yeah, so we can also verify it from here if the certificate is updated or not. So we will be checking the SSL certificate, and to make sure we are seeing the updated information, we'll just clear the cache results from there, and yeah, it is showing the updated information that the SSL certificate has been updated, and it will be valid from January 2, 2019 to April 2, 2019, and the certificate is now have 89 days validation. So that is the process of updating this SSL certificate for any Tomcat server. And if you have any questions, you can directly ask in the comment section. And last of all, thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Have a good day.